A developing story out of Houston County. Police are currently searching for a suspect wanted in connection to a shooting that left 2 people injured this afternoon. It happened on Florida Avenue in Dothan, just a mile from the center of the city. Dothan police saying they're working to find and identify the suspected shooter. We're told the victims were taken to a local hospital. If you know anything about that shooting, you're urged to contact Dothan police at 334-615-3000. Now to another big story this weekend, potentially record high temperatures. Here are the record highs for the capital city, with the hottest day on record being 96 degrees way back in 1915. It was definitely pretty hot today, but did we break the record? For the answer to that and for a first look at our forecast, let's go over to WSFA First Alert meteorologist Lee Southwick. Hey Lee.
Hey Jordan.
Just in time for summer break and Memorial Day weekend, the city of Montgomery's public pools opened up today. There are 5 pools available for the public across the capital city, all with specific times that they'll be open each day of the week. You can find out when your local pool will be open right now on WSFA.com. Taking a look inside the legislature, you may soon be able to have wine delivered to your home. Alabama is one of a handful of states where that is still prohibited. A bill that would allow people to buy wine and have it delivered to their home passed by a vote of 77-11 in the Alabama House of Representatives. The measure is sponsored by Representative Terry Collins of Morgan County. It would allow licensed winemakers to get a permit to deliver limited quantities of wine directly to Alabamians. The measure now heads to the Senate. Covering Macon County, a Memorial Day tradition returns to Tuskegee. Hundreds flock to Moton Field for the annual Memorial Day fly-in. The event teaches about flight and careers in aviation. Home-built and vintage aircraft are available for visitors to view up close. There are even opportunities for visitors to fly. Tuskegee's mayor says he hopes that experience will encourage children to seek a future in aviation.
It sparks that interest in them of the opportunity to go up and see what it looks like from the air when you can look at your local community and to have their fun in that first experience. So it's a great opportunity for us because we know that's something going into the next generation.
Another draw of the annual event, tours are available of the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site Museum. Senator David Burkett is drawing on personal experience to raise awareness of strokes. Senator Burkett hosted a stroke awareness walk this morning at Trenholm State Community College, followed by a health fair to provide information about stroke prevention. In December, Senator Burkett suffered a stroke and now he's dealing with the effects. But he and neurologist Dr. Rosa Bell want people to know you can get through it.
We want to get more information out about stroke prevention and then after a stroke has happened, stroke rehabilitation.
My thing is to make everybody aware of the consequences and that you just don't give up because you had a stroke or something like that. If you have the determination, the willpower, and the faith, you can beat this thing.
Dr. Bell says millions of individuals suffer from strokes every year. Some symptoms of stroke include weakness on one side, tingling on one side, and inability to speak. It was a special week for children at Father Purcell Memorial Exceptional Children's Center. The pediatric nursing home cares for dozens of children living with developmental disabilities. This week, the children celebrated their annual prom, and Montgomery Mayor Todd Strange was there to crown the king and queen, Aaliyah Thomas and Brian Van Winkle.
We want the kids to have a normal life. So anything that you would have in the community or anything that a normal child would have, we want to make sure that those children have the same experience.
The center is home to 58 children, and some of those are unable to go to school. Each year, the staff nominates the prom king and queen to give them a full prom experience. Happening now, many of you are probably going to be out on the road this weekend and you are used to hearing state troopers telling you about buckling up and drinking and driving, but they also want you to be aware of road rage. They say they're seeing more of this, especially as millions of people are on the road. Anything could happen, from people cutting you off to tailgating. While state troopers can't control that, they're hoping that you can control your response to it. Just in time for Memorial Day weekend, pain at the pump may not be quite as bad for a record number of road trippers. Gas prices decreased in 38 states over last week, while 12 states saw increases at the pump. In Alabama, the average price for unleaded gas dropped 2 cents to about $2.44 a gallon. That's just behind Mississippi and Louisiana for the cheapest gas in the country. And if you want to find out where the cheapest gas is in your area, you can do just that on WSFA.com and the WSFA 12 News app. Just put in your zip code and we'll tell you where you can find the best prices near you or on the way to your Memorial Day destination. Now a quick WSFA 12 News program alert. The Indianapolis 500 race airs this Sunday on WSFA 12 and NBC. The race starts at 11 and ends at 3 p.m. However, race fans, you won't see coverage on WSFA until noon after the conclusion of the weekly First Methodist Church broadcast. When we come back, the story of a Huntsville man facing deportation after calling 911 for help. We recently told you about a number of crosswalks and sidewalks the Alabama Department of Transportation plans to build on Montgomery's West-South Boulevard. Those projects coming after several pedestrian-involved accidents in that area. Just 2 years ago, a 10-year-old boy was hit and killed when crossing that roadway. New at 6 tonight, WSFA 12 News reporter Samantha Day has reaction from that boy's family. Hey, Sam.
Jordyn.
All right, thanks so much, Sam. For a look at the new installments that will be added, visit our website. Tonight, an undocumented immigrant in Huntsville is facing deportation after his friends say he called the police for help. Victor Hernandez was taken by ICE agents to Louisiana, but could be sent back to Mexico in just a matter of weeks. In response, Hernandez's friends are selling tamales to raise money for him. They say Hernandez was a beloved tamale salesman in the community, but was in an abusive relationship with his partner. He called the police for help, but ended up going to jail himself for filing a false police report. His representation says he shouldn't have been arrested and that this all could have a chilling effect on other undocumented immigrants calling law enforcement. Hernandez's legal team says he faces a June bond hearing to see if he's deported immediately or if he'll have 90 days to get his affairs in order. As of this morning, supporters have raised more than $3,000. Some of the top wheelchair rugby athletes in the world are in the Magic City. The Lakeshore Foundation is hosting the Wheelchair Rugby Invitational. The tournament started Wednesday with USA, Great Britain, Australia, and Japan all competing. Today it was Japan versus Australia in the bronze medal game and Great Britain versus USA in the gold medal game. Fans of the Invitational will tell you the athletes take this game extremely seriously.
The upper 90s.
It seems kind of like a lose-lose situation unless you want like the gold medal for breaking records. Like everything, but everything
That's all
else
we have going for us right now, so let's just stick to it.
Yeah, I'm not too excited.
I'm sorry, but don't you like the warmer weather?
I do, but not 100. Like I'm thinking like 75 and sunny.
Okay, well, come back to me in September, October.
Okay.
I'll try to give you that then.
We'll talk about it then. Thanks so much. When we return, Maria's got the highlights of Alabama softball versus Texas with a shot at the Women's College World Series on the line.
Jump off this set, head over there, grab some highlights. I'll have that in the show tonight at 10. I know you like the biscuits. I've seen you out there at a couple games.
I do like the biscuits. I wish that I could hop on over there too.
It'll be a hot one, so I'll be under, the overhang, but at least it's later in the day.
That's the only good thing about missing the game. I'm in here with some AC, so.
That's right. Be grateful.
Thanks. Thanks so much, Maria. Coming up at 6, President Donald Trump arrives in Japan with hopes of striking up a bilateral trade deal. Plus, a dramatic rescue in Hawaii. A hiker is found alive after 2 weeks missing in the forest. We're learning how she survived the ordeal. Even for lifelong residents of our state, Alabama holds lots of surprises, but sometimes it takes a non-native to see things with a fresh eye. A new book by photographer John Dersham does just that. Take a tour with us as we explore John's new book and our own state through images, which are absolutely Alabama. For more features from around the state, check out absolutelyalabama.com. And for inspiration close to home, download the Central Alabama Weekend app. Stay tuned for our programming tonight on WSFA and NBC. At 7, Catch the Wall, and at 8, Dateline NBC brings us a story from Canada. Then I'll see you back here for WSFA 12 News at 10. And a reminder about programming tomorrow. NBC is airing the Indy 500 race from 11 to 3 tomorrow. We'll join coverage at noon after the First United Methodist Church service. Memorial Day is known for cookouts, but are you prepared to cook safely? We've got some advice from experts. Also coming up, we're getting the latest look at the storm-ravaged midsection of the country. More potentially severe weather threatens the already damaged area. And back at home, First Alert meteorologist has the latest outlook on how long we can expect this intense heat to stick around.
All right. This, all week.
That's going to be me too.
Summer.
Thank you so much for tuning in to WSFA 12 News at 6. We'll be back tonight at 10.